Hey, what up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Film Bros podcast. I'm your host, JP. This is my co-host, Josh.
Yeah, hello. Hi.
And we're coming at you with another episode. All right, we got the film news, and then at the very end, we're going to be talking about Andor. So, is this going to be a spoiler or spoiler-free?
Spoiler, it's too late. We're already 10 episodes in. They should have been watching. I think.
I mean, are we going to spoil the episode, though?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, we already talked. We go back and watch our mid-season review, and then hear us talk about episode 10. Yeah.
Okay. With that, go ahead and let them know where they can find us. Go ahead, Josh. Go.
You can find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts at FilmBros Podcast. On YouTube, same thing at FilmBros Podcast. And Twitter, FilmBros Podcast. Yeah.
Let's go. All right, let's just jump right into the film news then. First things first, yesterday we discussed that there was rumors going around that Sony and Marvel have signed a deal and all that. Today it's just been a little bit more confirmed, and we got a little bit more details of what is in the deal. We got so far five films for Spider-Man for Tom Holland. All right, it's 3 solos, so it'll be 4, 5, and 6. Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. Then possibly, supposedly a rumor is going around. This is the rumor, is that they want to have him in the Disney Plus show with Daredevil, but there's no deal for that just yet. There's no deal for him to appear on any Disney Plus show. So that's the rumor right now. At least we got confirmed that he's getting 3 more solo films and also those 2 entries in the MCU. So what do you think?
That's pretty cool, I guess. Good that they finally figured it out after all this time. I know Tom Holland wanted to go on a whole hiatus and stuff. Because after playing for 3 movies, he did a little bit more things, and then he was just like, you know what, I'm a hide out. And I guess that was probably because he wanted Sony to figure it all out and stuff. I don't think it's a big deal if he doesn't show up in the Daredevil show. Because, I mean, couldn't they put Daredevil in a movie?
Yeah, but I would like him to be in a Disney Plus show. That'd be pretty sick. I'd like to see Spider-Man go from the big screen to the small screen to, like, help out. You know how much more interconnected that would feel? That'd be fucking sick. Yeah, they could put Daredevil in the movie, which they already did with No Way Home, but I want to see them fucking getting action, and I would like to see Daredevil's main action more and Spidey coming in to help him out. That'd be a dope ass watch. I'd be there. I'll be watching that shit.
Yeah, I know everyone's wants it because of the comics and stuff, so they could stop Kingpin again because we know he's coming back. I don't know. Sony should just not give him the rights, but they should make that deal quicker for the show, I guess.
Yeah, it'd be pretty sick. I would be excited to see it, and hopefully we get that. But I mean, 3 solo movies. What if John Watts comes back? Yes, sir.
No.
I mean, why you mad, bro? Why you mad?
We're not here to review the Tom Holland movies.
No, I'm just saying, why you mad, bro?
I'm not. We're just not here to review those movies. If you want us to
I'd
review
be okay.
those movies,
for the record, I'd be okay if he makes those movies.
Of course you would.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't hate his movies. I don't know why you hate them.
What do you call it? If you want us to review the Tom Holland movies, hit us up on Twitter at FilmBros Podcast.
Bet. So moving on. So we also got confirmation that Owen Wilson will reprise his role as Mobius in Deadpool 3.
That sounds accurate. I think they're gonna end up pulling like a Loki and being like, oh, let's just pull this guy because he's in the wrong timeline or something like that. Same with Logan.
You think so?
Most likely.
But dang. So that means that he's gonna basically just at the end the TVA is just gonna be like, let this fucker run free.
Either that or when they try to take him custody, he'll just be like, man, fuck all that, and then like escape. I don't know, because I saw the interview. I don't know if you watched it. Ryan Reynolds was talking about pretty much when he wants them to start shooting and stuff, and he was like, him, Kevin Feige, like they all talked it out on how Logan can come back while still not ruining the movie Logan. You know what I mean? Because I mean, if they fuck it up and backtrack all of Logan, you know how many fans will be like hurt? Because that was a great send off. So there has to be a way for them to bring him back without ruining that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm sure they put a lot of thought into it. Honestly, if I want to be 100% real, I feel like Hugh Jackman was planned for Deadpool 3 for like the longest. I feel like Ryan Reynolds was going to make it happen regardless. So, yeah, it's cool. And then it's cool that they're going to put Mobius into this movie because, like I said, that connectivity is going to be amazing. The MCU, you got to give it to the MCU. Their way of connecting the movies is pretty great when they do it right. And then sometimes you get like the movie Eternals where nobody bats an eye that a giant person's out of the ground.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I guess, I mean, we've touched up on their connectivity before. Like a lot of it is around that. It's mainly that Spider-Man isn't around. New York is, it's his place. So like when things go down in it, you're like, where the fuck was he? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not Tom Holland's fault either. It's just Sony's a greedy bastard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. But I mean, at least they say we'll leave the creativeness to Kevin Feige and the team at Marvel. So at least we get decent movies out of it.
Just don't give it back to John Watts. That's all it's gonna take for me to get a ticket.
They're not gonna give Deadpool 3 to John Watts, man.
I'm talking about Spider-Man still.
Oh, yeah. He's bleeding the hatred for John Watts into every topic, guys. Jeez.
Back to Mobius, that's cool. I like this character. Can't wait for Loki season 2. Move on.
I hope John Watts directs Deadpool 3 just to piss you off, man.
So we could piss off Ryan Reynolds too.
What?
Yeah.
Ryan got beef?
I would imagine.
With the Watts?
If the movie comes out ass, I'd imagine he would.
You're just a hater, bro.
Did you see what he said about his co-star or whatever? That the funny one? The one that wears the glasses? Where he was like, you look like a fucked up avocado? That guy?
Yeah.
He was saying that I guess Ryan hates him.
Oh, yeah. But I guess they called and squashed the beef. I guess that after he made those comments and it made like news and stuff, Ryan actually called them and they squashed it.
Oh.
That was crazy. It got resolved. But, I mean, I guess it was a misunderstanding because after everything happened, I guess, he didn't talk to him as much. And it's like, well, I mean, he's a busy guy. I'm pretty sure it wasn't, just to go ahead and be like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to answer. So.
That doesn't sound...
Ryan is America's sweetheart. Canada's sweetheart.
He's from Canada?
Mm-hmm. He's
cool.
Canadian.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Canada's sweetheart.
Cool.
We also hear Taika Waititi wants back in the MCU, and he wants to do a show about Sentry. No.
No. No.
No. No. No.
No.
No.
Kevin, don't trust this man with anything else.
No. After Love and Thunder, I don't know. No, you had your chance, Taika. I am on his side with Ragnarok. I did enjoy Ragnarok. It was a good movie. It had the action. It had the humor. Everything was there. Thor was a badass. And then, how the fuck you shit the bed with the second one?
I don't know.
Bro, that movie was stupid. Bro, no, no. You make a banger and you slip up in the second try. I gotta say, you know what? If I were to give him the benefit of the doubt, and they do that, if he succeeds, then I'll be like, okay, maybe it wasn't a fluke, but he can't let it slip up again because I'm gonna think he's just a repeat offender and stuff like that. So I don't know, but Love and Thunder was not good, and I honestly I would not want to see another project from him in the MCU as of right now. Maybe later on when I see a couple movies that he does outside the MCU, if it looks good, it might change my mind. But Love and Thunder left a really, really bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, no, I've read Century Comics. He would not do him justice. He's like, what's the best way I could put it? He's like Moon Knight with his personalities, but times 10. And every time he changes personalities, his powers get more fucked up. Like, he's a powerful ass dude. And I could not see Taika
Waititi.
I could not see him doing it properly. That's as nice as I'm gonna put it.
I felt like I said it in all the mean ways, but it's true, man. It's true. I felt like he didn't do the best of job with Love and Thunder.
Of course not. He shit the bed.
Yeah, bro. It was really bad.
I don't know, man.
We're agreeing then. We're agreeing. Keep him out.
Yeah, keep him out. Fuck this guy.
What do you guys think out there? Should the MCU bring him back, or should we keep him out? Let us know at FilmBros Podcast on Twitter and YouTube. Another thing, Bob Chapek is in the news again. You know, he was doing an interview, and he says he's developing a new set of tools for more like level personalized storytelling.
Who's this guy again?
Bob Chapek, the CEO of Disney.
Oh.
I found out he is the current CEO.
Oh. He was the dude that said the Disney movie thing, right?
Yeah. That they're not for adults.
Yeah. He's building tools to make better movies?
Mm-hmm. And he said for
mean?
like all creators, so it's Kevin Feige under Pixar, like I guess he's revamping the way he wants to tell stories there.
That sounds cool and horrifying all at once. If the movies are doing fine now, what more could there be done? You know what I mean? They went revolutionary with that thing. You know what I mean? The Star Wars thing, where it just CGI it and it's that whole fucking space. Mm-hmm. Like that shit was clean. How do you up the ante? The only way I see it is if they use it like how James Cameron uses it for Avatar 2. Plug for Avatar 2. Go see that one.
Okay. The way I see it, I think he just wants to leave a print for himself. And I think one way for him to try to do that is for him to go out there, say that, hey, I'm the one who, told them to do these kinds of stories and blah, 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 blah. If they stick and they're good, then he's probably, he's going to take credit and be like, well, since I've been here, there have been bangers after bangers after bangers. I mean, you got to think. We're just talking about it. Thor, Love, and Thunder, kind of a miss, obviously, right? They didn't, the whole movie didn't really feel certain things. But in Civil War, you felt a lot of shit, right? You felt everything. That movie was epic. So I feel like every studio has hit and misses, and I feel like he just wants to have hit after hit after hit after hit. You know what I mean? Be able to do more, make you feel something for, every single movie. I think that's, and he just, every CEO wants to leave a legacy. And I feel like that's what he wants his legacy to be. To be like, hey, I'm the one who helped create these boom, boom, boom hits.
I don't know. Because, I mean, every movie like leaves an impact that way, and Disney runs the market right now with not Star Wars, their shows and like Marvel movies, Pixar, and like their Disney movies. Like all those leave a print. I don't think there's any more you can do unless you're advancing technology and stuff and giving it to the right people that make bangers. Not Taika Waititi with Marvel, but like, it's in the hands of the person they put in charge of the movie to make the banger. It's just, if he's creating those tools, is it CGI? Is it a story AI thing where like they could develop better stories? I don't know. That doesn't sound like anything to me. I don't know. I don't know what he could mean. That shit sounds weird.
Yeah. We'll see what comes of it. I just feel like he's trying to leave that imprint, starting it now. So when whatever he gives them, if it winds up working, obviously we're gonna be taking credit for it, and yeah. With that, we'll be moving on to the next topic. Cool. It's gonna be our boy Zaslav. At Warner Brothers Discovery, David Zaslav says Marvel is 7, 8, 9 times bigger than DC. Now, I kind of want to read the full quote. He was on a podcast, actually. I think it's funny. The Price to Value podcast. And he basically said, when you compare DC to Marvel, Marvel is 7, 8, 9 times bigger. But we have Batman, Superman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman. There's a lot of opportunity there with Harry Potter. And then finally, we have gaming, which is a very nice business for us. So when I look at it, at the businesses themselves, I feel like we have great assets and great businesses. I really like our hand.
You just have to know what to do with them. That's it. That's like what we were saying, that we were just talking about with Disney. It's not that you don't have the tools to do it. You just have to trust the people to deliver. The trust the people that you're trusting to make those movies and do things with games and Harry Potter and whatever else, to take that extra leap and make the shit good. Yeah, you have Batman, but Batman has been rebooted how many times already? You have Superman, who's been sitting on the shelf for almost 10 years. Wonder Woman just got done with her second movie, and we don't know if the third one's even coming. You have Aquaman 2 that you decided to push back for whatever fucking reason. It's not that Marvel is bigger. Oh, okay, wait. Marvel is big, but there's no reason not to catch up. You know what I mean? There's room for improvement on DC's side. You just have to know what to do with it and how to make it succeed.
Yeah, exactly that. They have a good hand. They obviously do. They have the characters. The CW show, you have a good hand when the CW shows were able to deliver what people were looking for in DC. There was a lot of talk saying that the CW, that DC was killing it in the TV shows and the animated stuff.
They were,
and Marvel wasn't. That they're only killing it in the MCU, which is cool. That's good. I mean, obviously the money's in the box office regardless, so they're still winning. But at least DC had that going for them. You know what I mean? So. They have great properties. It's just the fact that the old ownership didn't want to use them correctly, push through with their plans. They got scared and backtracked. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff can't work. Like if you're gonna put a movie out there, back that shit up. Even if it has bad reviews or whatever, if the fans love it and you know that you can keep pushing forward, fucking tweak that shit and keep moving forward. Why? You know what I mean? Like they just, I feel like the old ownership were kind of pussyfooting. So hopefully David Zaslav has the balls to actually just see shit through. Be like, hey, you know what? It started off rocky, but hey, here we are 5 years later, fucking have people a word like damn. He could say easily, Marvel's in phase 7. We're barely in phase 3, and we're already fucking better than them. You know what I mean? Like that, he can do shit like that. But it's all somebody just has to have the balls to use them, utilize them, take the hits on the chin like a champ, like they're supposed to, and keep pushing forward. Don't fucking backpedal every single time something comes up, there's an issue or some shit that, you know what I mean? Like, unless it's super bad to the point where there's no turnaround to make money from it, don't cut that shit. Why would you do that? You know?
That's why it's weird, because again, they're killing it in gaming. I can tell you, I watched the CW shows and they were killing it there. They established a whole multiverse, Justice League, and they managed to adapt Crisis on Infinite Earths way before the movies did, without even using Batman. So there's no excuse to not do it. You just have to know how to use your people. Hopefully James Gunn knows how to do that, and he can trust the people to deliver.
Well said. Another part in the DC side, we also got, same thing from yesterday. We got more development from Jason Momoa's little video that he was doing, stuff like that. So, comicbook.com had an interview with him. They were actually interviewing him for the Slumberland movie that's coming out on Netflix. Slumberland.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this one.
Yeah. And they just had to ask the question. So they asked him, does the picture of Lobo correlate with the video that he wound up making? The picture of Lobo that came out with that James Gunn posted. And he basically just kind of was like, I have a bunch of comic books in my house, and anybody that knows me knows who my favorite character is, and if you want to know, you got to do your research. He seemed like he was teasing it in that interview. It looked like it, bro. I don't know if it's 100%, but I was just like, God damn, bro. Like, just tell us, But he seems to, kind of be trying to be slick about it. So,
yeah, I guess.
Secrecy? Question mark?
Yeah, no doubt. Because why would he want to reveal that? He does. Again, he would play a great Lobo, I have no doubt. But he's Aquaman. If they make them both, power to him. He's going to have to really distinguish Aquaman and Lobo. You know what I mean? Like, not sound too much like Aquaman. And then when he does Aquaman, not sound too much like Lobo.
I think he can do that. I think that's something that could be doable. I mean, more than likely, they might make Lobo CGI regardless, right? Because he's supposed to be like this big dude, no? Or is he like just a regular sized dude?
No, he's. I mean, it all depends on the actor. In the comics, he's beefy. He's beefy as fuck. He's tall. He wears boots. He has dreadlocks. He wears. He rides like a space motorcycle. So like I'm sure they don't have to CGI him. Maybe if they do. Maybe if they just have him work out. I'm pretty sure we've seen his workout regimen. We've seen what he looks like, beefy. So like I'm pretty sure they end up like painting him and then just covering him in prosthetics. I think.
You think so?
I think so. I don't think they'll CGI him too much unless he's riding through space on his motorcycle.
Riding through space on his motorcycle. Yeah, no, I would. I mean, yeah, they could just paint him too. I don't know. I haven't seen Lobo in a bunch. I think the last time I seen him in something was in was it Young Justice?
Young Justice, yeah. He slams the fuck out of Superboy.
Yeah, I remember that episode. Yeah, that was. Yeah.
He was also in that movie, the animated Superman movie, the reboot one, the Man of Tomorrow.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, okay. I'll save you the thing because the animation sucks, but it's an origin story on Superman. Lobo, like I said, Lobo comes down. He's like, "Oh shit, you're like the last Kryptonian, easy money," and then he shoots him with like a flamethrower or a gun, some shit like that. Superman lives. He's like, holy shit, you're tough. Why are you so tough? And Superman is like, I don't know. It's just how it is. And, we know it's because of the sun and shit.
Yeah.
But Lobo's like, oh, then this is going to be fun. So they throw hands, yada, yada, yada. But, like, there's not much to Lobo, like
is it one of those, like...
CGI-wise?
Oh, my bad. Was it, like, one of those, like, kind of like how that Shazam versus... No, Black Adam versus Superman or whatever?
No, it's a whole movie. That was
okay.
a short. It's a good short. I really like how animated that one was, but it's a whole movie.
Oh, okay.
It has Lobo in it, Martian Manhunter, Superman, of course, and Parasite. But like, it's an origin story for whatever.
But either which way, I think Jason Momoa would make a cool ass Lobo. I honestly, I liked him as Aquaman, but let's be real, we need a little bit. I like that they changed his ethnicity and stuff like that. It was great. More representation is awesome, but I mean, can we do that with a little bit more comic accurate looking one?
I don't know, man. It's hard to find blondes these days.
Like, well, you don't have to be blonde, but more, I mean, like I said, I can't say I don't like his Aquaman because I really do like his Aquaman, but I feel like I would like him more as a Lobo, to be honest. I feel like he would. I always felt like he kind of embodied him just a little bit more. Just like you see that from like when he's in his interviews, when he's doing like just shit, when Ben Affleck was on set on Aquaman 2 and he just was just hyper saying a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? That's just how he is. Even the video that he put out there, that all that excitement and everything, it screams Lobo.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying I can't see him that way. It's just it'll be weird, I think, if he juggles both. So, I mean, if they recast him, cool. But at the same time, like I said yesterday, I like his Aquaman. So, I hopefully if he's up to doing both, he just does both. I wouldn't mind that.
That'd be cool. And just CGI Lobo or something.
Yeah,
make him like, look different.
Change his voice and stuff.
Yeah,
because he kind of sounds. I gotta be real. He kind of sounds like a redneck. To me, I know. I'm gonna
watch that movie and I'll give you a better interpretation because I don't. The way that I imagine him is kind of like how Jason Momoa is because I've mostly seen him in comics and then I remember him in Young Justice, but I don't remember the whole.
He shows up, he kicks their ass, and then he tries to take Forager, and then that's probably like the last time we see him.
Yeah, but he kicks ass.
He does kick ass.
Yeah, that one.
Man, the way he did Superboy, I can't.
That shit's crazy.
It's forever in my head.
Make it happen. Take my money. Also, on the DC side, we got the Barbarian director saying he has a secret DC script.
That's scary.
And he wants to talk with James Gunn about it, or he's happy to have a conversation.
That's fucking scary.
Man, I wonder what character is based on.
That movie is still
haunting you,
tainted my mind.
What episode was that?
Shit.
I think it was 8.
I don't know. Hold on.
Hey guys, we got the Barbarian review. It's on YouTube, and I believe it's still on Spotify. So go and look us up there.
It's episode 12.
Episode 12, Barbarian review. If you guys want to hear our thoughts on that one, go ahead and check that out. But yeah, he's trying to direct a DC film. Seeing the Barbarian and everything, and having that. It's crazy how they're getting all these horror movie people to come in, all these horror movie people want to do a lot of DC. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird because you wouldn't expect it, but same time you wouldn't expect a comedian to be making such horror movies. Shout out Jordan Peele.
That's true. I still gotta watch Nope.
I think that one's gonna be on Peacock on the 12th or some shit like that.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. I don't know what happened, how I didn't watch it in the theaters, but I gotta watch that one. We'll give our thoughts out to you guys later. But yeah, so what kind of DC script? What you think?
I couldn't even take a guess on the character, man. This shit sounds tough to imagine. Judging by his camera work and shit like that, it could be anyone he could give flair to.
Martian Manhunter.
Well, that could be good. That's actually, yeah.
I feel like he can do a Martian Manhunter movie. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, maybe a Red Tornado.
Red Tornado.
Yeah, he could probably do a Red Tornado too. I don't know. I feel like he can do some good with maybe some more freakish characters, but who knows? Maybe he got range, like Andy Muschietti.
If he does, he could do he could focus on the magical side of things. That would be cool.
That'd be sick, yeah.
Like
different,
Constantine, or Zatanna, or hell, if you want to make a movie about.
They canceled the Zatanna movie.
You could make it. I don't know. Yeah. We want to focus on demons and shit. Jason Blood or Etrigan, the rhyming demon, or whatever the fuck that dude's name is. It's funny. He speaks in rhymes. So every sentence he says, he follows it. It ends with a rhyme. It's funny. I'll show you after what I mean, but he rhymes.
Okay.
That's his whole shtick. He's a badass demon. He's cool.
Okay. Don't forget.
But I can see him doing the more mystical side now that you mention it.
Magic. You're a wizard, Harry. Yeah, I could see him doing something like that. I think and to be honest, like I said,
scary shit, man.
The James Wan did Aquaman, and that movie made $1 billion, dude. Like these horror genre people they have range. So I mean, he might have that range too. I would have faith in him with the way Barbarian came out. I would like to see a DC movie from him.
Still hoping we got that one movie, the one that was canceled, where it was focused on that big ass creature from Aquaman. You remember?
Oh yeah, but that was supposed to be a secret Black Manta movie.
Oh yeah, but I still wish we got it.
Yeah, me too. Fucking Warner Brothers. Moving on. I believe that's all the DC stuff, so we're just gonna go to the next topic. We got an It prequel series coming to us from Warner Brothers. It prequel series. Jason Fuchs and Brandon Caleb Kane will be the co-showrunners, and they want Andy Muschietti to direct the first episode or the premiere. So maybe a couple episodes, maybe 2, depending if it's an hour long or not. So, they have a lot of credits. Jason basically wrote Wonder Woman, Pan, Ice Age, Continental Drift. And Brad Caleb Kane has done a lot of acting, maybe small supporting roles, and his biggest hit was Aladdin back in 1982.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, I mean, could be pretty solid. Maybe I have more faith in Jason. Hopefully he has the reins a little bit more, but it'd be cool to add that extra man in there. So they're basically going to be writing the show. So,
that's cool, I guess. I don't know. Is it still going to have Pennywise? Are they going to focus on something else?
It's supposed to be, it's called, something Dairy. It's supposed to be about Pennywise. I think probably doing something other, from different eras. I think they're probably going to be doing different stories. I'm thinking it's probably going to be an anthology series to show the different kids he probably terrorized throughout the years.
That would make sense. They'd have to find a good Pennywise, because after Skarsgård, that was him, right?
Yeah.
After him, man, I don't know.
They could get him back. They could get him back.
They could, but he's a pricey ass dude.
Yeah.
And I don't think he'd want to do small TV like that.
I mean, if it's for the It series, I'm pretty sure he might be down, to be honest.
I don't know.
I mean, because think about it. TV shows nowadays, especially on HBO Max and stuff like that, they're basically mini movies, or honestly long versions of movies, because a movie is an hour and a half to 2 hours. You get about 3 to 4 hours of content in a TV show.
Nah, man. Now we're reaching the 3-hour territory with Avatar and shit, yeah. which is great. Power to the director. Make them movies as long as they like.
Yeah, but I think it might be the show might be good. I'm actually looking forward to it. I love the It series. Like I said, I'm a fucking geek for horror, bro. I love horror. Horror is my thing. So if we're getting another Pennywise, I just want to be scared, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking the show. It's sounds great. Sounds like a good premise. Cause like, I mean, there was a bunch of kids way before. I don't even know what you call those kids. What do you call that little gang? The loser gang, right?
Yeah, the Losers Club.
Yeah, losers club. What do you call it? There was a bunch of kids way before them. So I mean,
Yeah, I'm excited for it, and if they get Andy Muschietti to direct the first couple episodes, that'd be cool too.
Yeah,
To see him come back to do the prequel series because he made the movies, both of them.
That's dope.
Yep. And we're also getting a Snoop Dogg biopic.
Damn, already?
Better see lots of weed. Lots of weed.
I don't know, man. Cool.
I feel, I don't know, because they were even saying, like, I know there was a petition or like a lot of people writing to Britney Spears saying that they wanted Millie Bobby Brown to play her in a biopic as well. And she basically came out saying that, you know, why would you guys want to do that? Like, I'm not even dead yet. And Loki, I kind of agree. Like, if they're not passed away or anything like that, like, why do we need it? You know what I mean? They can tell us themselves about their stories and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe people want to see what happened. Like, NWA, I know, like, not everybody's gone from there or passed away, so... But, you know, you saw what happened with Eazy and stuff like that, and it kind of, you know, it makes you feel like, oh, you know, he's kind of living on still when, you know, it's, I don't know. You get me? Kind of, sort of.
Well, yeah, I understand. It's weird because it's not, like, at this point, it doesn't feel like it's about preserving legacy. It feels a lot like,
It's
unfortunately, cash grab.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, not all the members of NWA are deceased, but there was no group in the 90s, especially rapping like they were, and were as influential as they were.
Exactly. So, I mean, in a way, that group is done, obviously.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So,
and like, we got to see Dre, through how he came to be, and like it's not even about like it was pretty much up to the point where he decided to make Aftermath. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's not like. And then the end credits show that what he's been up to, what got him here, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like it's gonna follow through all the way. You know what I mean? Because I gotta be real. We know Snoop Dogg, we know his old hits, but how influential was he really to the rap game? Like, not to sound disrespectful, but what I mean is like was he as I'm trying to articulate it better, but. What was he as screwed up like Dre was with Suge and shit like that? You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Are you saying my man's struggle wasn't struggling enough for you?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to get at is I just can't articulate it right. What I'm trying to get at is like what was his, because I know he murdered somebody, and I know he went to trial for that.
Yeah.
But, like, what was his life like during, like, when Suge was running Death Row and shit? Because, I mean, I thought he was living high life and shit. You know what I mean?
When Suge was... Well, he has spoken about it, and I think he said that, like, he was scared of Suge at one point, too. Because he's seen how he got. But, you know, Snoop Dogg, he's like, oh, you know, I seen the shit that he would do, but, you know what I mean? Like, he kind of toughed it out. I'm not sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I would want to know that, but why not wait until... Well, I guess you can't actually get the correct story unless it's coming from the person themselves. But, you know, write it down. Leave it as your legacy. So when, you know, when it's time, people can adapt it or something. But, I mean, I don't know. It probably is a cash grab. And with Snoop Dogg, I mean... I don't know what he went through, and I know he talks about it briefly, but I mean, I would like to see what he does too, but it's just, yeah, I think my problem is not the fact that he's making a biopic, it's just the fact that, like, I kind of agree with how Britney Spears was saying it. If you're not really deceased, why are you making these like autobiographies and stuff like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know.
Put it in a book.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Biopics are really big right now, especially after Elvis did really well. They're the thing right now. But I still think it should be about, deceased and those who left a legacy behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's different. It's different, but I mean, I'll watch it. To be honest,
well, yeah, we'll watch it. But
I'll watch it.
It's just weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but I mean, I'll still watch it. I mean, if it's a good movie, it's a good movie. So, and Martha Stewart might be in it.
Has there been? I know there's been like documentaries, but there hasn't been a biopic about the Michael Jackson lately, huh? Not as of recently. No. What are they doing about him?
They've already done a lot of documentaries.
Yeah, but a biopic? Elvis has a shit ton of documentaries, and they still did a biopic on him.
Yeah, they haven't done it on.
And to be fair to Snoop Dogg, we got one about Elton John. Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah, that's true too.
I don't know. It's different. It feels weird.
How old is Snoop Dogg?
He's like 60 something, 50 something. No, I would imagine. He's probably a little older than Eminem. I think.
Let me see.
I don't know. It just feels weird. I don't want him to be too silent.
Let me see. How old is Snoop Dogg? Bang. Oh, he's 51. See, no, but Elton John is like older. He's like in his 80s, no?
Elton John? I have no idea.
Oh yeah, see, he's 75. See, I mean, at a late age, maybe I can understand at a late age because, who knows how much longer, and basically their life is mostly done and they're already on their high life, you know what I mean? Snoop Dogg's barely 51. Half his life barely happened. I mean,
he's 75 and he's still performing. That's fucking sick.
My man's is a gangster, bro.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're right then. It's an age thing because now that movie will be preserved around, Elton's legacy.
Yeah. And he can easily be there and tell you what he's done, stuff like that. Like Bruce Willis too, he's like in his 80s or something, right? Like he's at 80 or 81. Yeah. I wouldn't mind it at that age because, like I said, their life's already towards the end. They can kind of tell us while they're still here how their life is and preserve that, instead of having them go around at the end when they're deceased completely. I feel like that's a middle ground. I feel like that's a good middle ground. I'm happy with that. Maybe at a late age, go ahead and do a biopic.
Yeah, I
but
guess.
Snoop is barely like 50.
That's crazy. He's 1 year older than Eminem. I was expecting him to be a lot older.
Eminem's 50?
Yeah, he just turned 50.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah, no, he turned 50 a while back.
Sweet. All right, so now we got basically SNL writers boycotting an episode of SNL because Dave Chappelle is hosting, and it's because of the fact that he made those transphobic and homophobic remarks that they claim. Apparently they're boycotting it. They don't want to write it. To be honest, who cares? Dave Chappelle's making money, bro. If they're asking him to be on the show and you guys are just gonna say, hey, we're not gonna write, I mean, they're missing out on the bag, right?
Yeah, they'll find more writers.
I don't think Dave Chappelle did it. I don't think it was wrong. They were just jokes. They were just jokes. I don't think he did wrong. I think they were just jokes. I mean, I get it. Some people are gonna be offended, but come on, like, how can you be offended with something that is clearly jokes? And for you guys to just be like, no, I don't want to help my career out by talking to Dave Chappelle, writing for him, helping him maybe collaborate, because I'm pretty sure Dave Chappelle's not gonna do those lame ass jokes that SNL does. Don't get me wrong, I like SNL, but low-key kind of lame ass jokes sometimes. So I feel like Dave Chappelle will kind of bring some value if he is gonna mix his own jokes in there. And to be honest, I'm not gonna miss the writers. It's fine.
Well, he usually does. I mean, because every host gets their like little section where they just talk to the people. And the last time he was on it, what do you call it? He was doing his own jokes.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I don't think it's a big deal. It'll just be about the skits. I mean, but I mean, again, they'll find more writers. It's no big deal. Like after his last special, he kind of cleared the air, and people are still upset. You know what I mean? So at that point, it's not. It's just about missing on the bag. I gotta be for real. Like they'll find more writers. There's no way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's I can't, man. I to me, I just can't see myself missing out on the bag over a joke. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Dave Chappelle's a cool dude. He even talks in interviews saying like he doesn't want to offend anybody. He just wants to make the jokes. He wants, he wants to talk his shit on stage. That's it. What's wrong with that? Everybody does that. It's not like he did something outside of the stage that made it seem like that. You know what I mean? And I know Netflix, a lot of people boycotted and walked out and refused to work there because they still aired a special that had those jokes. But like I said, it's I understand feelings get in the middle of it, but at the end of the day, he's said before and has always said just jokes. It's all just jokes. Yeah. He doesn't really feel that way.
Yeah, he's made it clear that that what he says on stage is just for show. There's no way. He said it. He's also said on stage that he's friends with like all types of people from the LGBT community and whatnot, and like he's friendly to those people, but he's still gonna make jokes about them because he's a comedian. That shit happens.
He makes jokes about everybody.
Exactly. It's not it's not as big as a thing as it should be.
Yeah, no, man. It's all jokes. All jokes. Yeah, man. Hopefully, if some of them, hopefully not all of them left, and we're thinking, hey, let me just make this collab with Dave Chappelle, and let me get my bread up because this is gonna be great for everybody. You know what I mean? I don't know.
They'll find more writers, dude. That's all I'm saying.
They will. And that wraps up the news portion for the day. We're gonna go into Andor. Non-spoiler. Just go watch it right now. Walk away from this episode. Come back and finish it if you guys want to hear our review of this episode. But I suggest you guys walk out now before you guys hear something that you don't want to hear. Yeah. Josh, give them a countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Let's get it. We're going to start off with the title. It's called One Way Out. This is like we said before, it's the third episode in the 3-episode arc. We see our boys going... Man, this episode... Okay, before I get into it and start telling people about what happened, this episode is so beautiful, man. This episode made me cry, okay? When you think, like, hey, is Andor going to have a bad episode? They don't have a bad episode. There's no bad episode. It's an outstanding show. Like, the dialogue in this one, the stakes are high. You feel everything. You feel terrible for the prisoners that are in there. Yeah, man. So like I said, and then there's also the subplot with what's the name?
Who are we talking about?
The boy, the guy, the one that eats the cereal with the mom.
Oh shit.
I forgot his name.
I don't know his name either.
Yeah, we got the subplot with them where he's trying to do his thing. I don't know, man. This episode was just great. I liked how they had the spy in the midst of them and how he was trying to get out, and the dialogue at the end by man, I gotta really remember everybody's names. So many names.
Hold on, man. I got it right here. Give me a second. Luthen.
Luthen. Yeah. So like the speech that Luthen gave out at the end, him doing his best to you know, basically he burns his future for everybody else, right? For the everybody else's future. And that whole, when he was like, "Oh, what do you have to lose?" and he just basically said everything, like he's doing everything just to make sure that people are surviving. Same thing with Andor. You can tell like he's not so selfish in this one. How he said he rather die than give them what they want. And this whole episode is just beautiful. I loved it. Every episode tops the next one. It's crazy how it does it. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, man. This show is spectacular, and before diving into the spoilers, this episode almost made me cry too. It was beautiful. Every episode does top one another. Like this episode and episode 6. This one and episode 6 are tied for number 1 slot for me because it's beautiful. To me, it represents what the rebellion in Star Wars is, what it takes, and Luthen's speech, man. Like, we'll talk about another person's speech because that one is kind of a spoiler. But Luthen's speech, how he's saying that he gives up on love, he gives up on his own future just so the rebellion can thrive. Like man, I don't know. This show is so good.
I feel so bad for Mon Mothma. I feel so bad for her, man. Like she just wants to do the right thing in a bad world, and she's trying to do her best, and it seems like as far as she tries to go, she's always so alone and isolated. It's just kills you inside, man.
Yeah, that's part of what Luthen's talking about. The life isn't easy. You can see it from every aspect of Star Wars. Being a rebel isn't easy. You're constantly looking out for spies. What if you tell your family member and your family member reports you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way you can trust anyone unless they're in that inner circle.
Exactly.
But how do you know they're in that inner circle? You know what I mean?
Yep. And it sucks because you can see how that takes a toll on them too with, the one dude that wants to get out of the rebellion because he has a child now and all that stuff. Like, he just wants to walk away from it all and, continue his life the way it's supposed to be so he's not in danger anymore. But it's like, man, why do you want to raise your child in this, unfree world where they can easily just, like how they did in the last episode, easily killed 100 men like nothing, like they're trash. How they dragged the old man that died, Olaf.
Respect Olaf.
Or Olaf through like right in front of everybody, right? Like did not even care. They were like, yeah, he died, who cares? Take him out back. That is terrible. The Empire with every iteration of the Empire makes me hate him even more.
It's so weird because, like, for that one dude that just wants to raise his kid, he's a spy for the rebels in the Empire. That alone is one tough scenario. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Wow. It's so weird because, again, he just wants to raise his kid. He wants out. And Luthen tells him there is no out. You're a valuable asset. What are you going to do when the Empire comes knocking on your door calling you a spy and shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way out once you're part of that life. And he chose, subconsciously, you have to admit, he chose that way because maybe deep down he knows the Empire is just wrong. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So as much as he wants out, he has to know he's doing it for the betterment of not only his life, but his child's life.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. Everything's great. man, Kino, man, got left behind because he can't swim, bro.
Kino.
I want to go get a boat and just go pick him up from. Like, I just want to pick him up.
Give him a floaty.
Yeah, man. Like, I hope he makes it off. I hope this isn't the last time we see him in this series. Hopefully, he's not gonna die. This episode, honestly, is the highest the show has been so far, and the emotion that it makes you feel watching it is out of this world.
Yeah, dude, I gotta say, all those people who are saying like, "Oh, we know Andor dies," that was not in my head at all watching this episode. Like, I honestly felt for Andor. I was really like, "Oh shit!" Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I'm talking about. Star Wars has a way of just making you forget about where they end up, because in the moment it's intense. It's pulling your heart. It's, you know, it's bringing you in. And if I gotta say, if you're watching anything in Star Wars and you're like, we know this clone turns evil with Order 66, we know this person dies, whatever, you suck. You're not watching fully. Like, you just gotta shut your brain off and be like, holy shit. Like, you live in the moment with this show. You know what I mean? With anything in Star Wars, I gotta say.
No, man. Star Wars is shut your brain off. It's literally space cowboys and space samurai. So, I mean, like I said, this episode is just magnificent. This one is... the dialogue's great. This is Star Wars at its finest. This is TV at its finest, in my opinion. This is, like, Star Wars aside, if you just said this is about a person that just wants to be selfish and then, you know, goes through these events that make him want to fight for something bigger than just himself, and they do it like this, I'm 100. I'd be 100% invested. This show is top tier, in my opinion. I got me lost for words, bro. It's that good. It's that good. It's that good of a show, man. Oh,
all right,
dog.
Well, I'm gonna talk about the heart of the show, or heart of the episode.
Okay, go ahead.
Andy Serkis. Spoilers if you don't know, he's in it, and he isn't Snoke. Okay, he's Kino Loy, and this guy. We talked about him a little bit in our mid-season review. Go check that out. It's on our YouTube, FilmBros Podcast. But this guy, he's so good. I hope he wins an award for this, because his performance, Andy Serkis' performance, is amazing. When he's arguing with Andor, when he's giving that epic speech about how they're just trying to get all the prisoners out, like, one way out. It was so powerful, dude. Like, I almost cried. There's no way.
I loved how he echoed Andor's words, knowing that Andor is a figure to follow, but Andor doesn't feel like he's that person. You know, he doesn't feel like that guy. He just feels like somebody who's in it for himself still, but, you know, helping out at the great. You know, he knows that his actions is not only going to help himself, but help others as well. So that's why, like, you can tell, like, he's growing as the show goes on. Like I said, I hope Kino survives. I can't wait for the next episodes. I can't wait for next week already. Yeah. And I'm going to go rewatch this episode later. And I'm just gonna cry all over again. Yeah. It's too good. It's too good. You can't sleep on the show, guys. Wake up.
I know. If you want all their seasons to come out, you gotta go check it out. You won't regret it. It's powerful. It's everything. Like, seeing Kino, that is, to me, is one of the embodiments of the human indomitable spirit. Have you heard of this before? It's the human's way of, like, persevering. That's what they call it, the indomitable human will, or some shit like that.
Okay.
So, like, you look at Superman, he has it. Batman, he has it. Kino has it. You know what I mean? Like,
He had it, but it was dormant the past couple episodes.
Well, that's because he was in denial.
Yeah, he was just trying to survive.
Someone had to spark that flame,
and Andor
sparked it.
And not just Andy Serkis's performance, Diego Luna's performance in the show was superb.
I know. I hope
superb.
I hope they win awards. They honestly deserve it. It's so good.
give the show an Emmy, bro. Give them an Emmy. They deserve it.
Yeah, I know you won't give a lot of Star Wars shit like awards and stuff, but if you're gonna give it to anyone, give it to this show and give it to Andy Serkis and Diego, because man,
Tony Gilroy too, bro. He's the creator.
They do so good in this fucking show, man. I can't even.
This is where Star Wars needs to be at all times. I hope when Acolyte comes out, I hope it has this kind of dialogue and this kind of tension. It would be great to have this kind of dialogue, this kind of tension, everything wrapped up in the show, put into with lightsaber fights and all that. Like, yeah, it's gonna be. This show is epic, guys. Go watch it. I'm telling you, you guys will not regret it. Yeah. You guys will not regret it.
Like, I wanna rewatch this whole show, this episode, even like when the show ends with the 12th episode. I know I'm gonna go back and rewatch it, and then like I might even watch Rogue One just because I know I need more. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So this episode, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Everything.
Shit, man.
Everything to the last minute detail.
Perfect.
But yeah, with that, what did you guys think? Did you guys watch the new episode? Did you like it? Does our review help you and encourage you to want to watch it? Let us know. Give us some feedback at FilmBros Podcast on Twitter. And where else can they find us?
On YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Even though all of our episodes aren't there, you can find them all on our YouTube. Again, FilmBros Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and TikTok if you want to follow us there too. Links in the description if you're on YouTube.
Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and share.
Exactly.
Share. Yeah. With that, that's the end of that pod. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Talk to you guys later.
Later.